President Trump did put out a statement calling it political persecution and election interference at the highest level in history, saying he's, quote, a completely innocent person. Stormy Daniels' lawyer issued a statement saying, quote, it's time to get to the truth and justice will prevail. No one is above the law. Well, tonight we're bringing you team coverage to help you understand what this all means and really where we go from here. What happens next?
Let's start with ABC 15 investigator Melissa Blasius getting expertise on this big news from a former Maricopa County attorney.
In all his years in the Maricopa County Attorney's Office, nearly 20, Rick Romley prosecuted some high-profile cases. A former bishop in a fatal car crash, politicians in a corruption scandal, but nothing like the prosecution of a former president.
It does take somebody with strong principles that believes that nobody's above the law to go forward, because this is what I call true leadership, because I've always said that leadership requires you to be willing to lose the job.
Romley says do not expect the arrest of former President Trump. The crime in question's nonviolent, and it's not like Trump could just disappear.
What I would instruct my people to do, to issue a summons to appear for his photograph and his fingerprints and to appear before court on this particular date. I wouldn't do the perf walk.
Romley says if the Trump case gets to trial, jury selection would be very difficult.
You know, as a prosecutor, if you get somebody on the jury that is an absolute 100% Trump loyalist, and you don't know about that, it's going to be hard to convict him because they just think that there's so many conspiracies going on, that he was cheated.
This former prosecutor saying open and transparent court proceedings will be important, all while planning for safety if the situation becomes volatile.
This case has a potential for danger because the emotions are so high that everybody from witnesses to the prosecutors to the judges all have a potential threat against him, and Donald Trump too, because there's a lot of individuals that think that he has been wrong for America.
Melissa, he's touching on two really big issues there when we think about getting to the point where we would be looking at jurors, their history, who they are, what they believe, who they voted for, things like that, and then also the safety for these jurors. Is there a target on their back becoming a juror?
And that was my first question, was about the potential jury, because juries are randomly selected, at least the pool that you begin with. So this would be just a random sampling of dozens,
everybody out there,
maybe hundreds of people would be pulled in. We just don't know. And then to make sure that you've got a jury that might be fair and impartial. And everybody's heard about President Donald Trump. Many people have heard about Stormy Daniels. So how then do you find the people who really can set all of their personal thoughts aside and try to make just an objective decision on the case?
All of this happening, I mean, the political season is right around the corner for 2024. Former president has announced he's running. Can he run for president if he's indicted?
Yes, the simple answer is yes. There are very few things that restrict somebody from being a president as long as you're the right age and a natural born citizen, those kinds of things. So yes, he could run during the indictment. If it got to that point and he was potentially convicted, and those thoughts are a long way off, but you can imagine this playing out throughout the campaign, and how will that play into his campaign strategy? Here in Arizona, we will vote in our presidential preference election in less than a year.
It's coming up fast.
It's hard to think that this case is going to be over by then.
Absolutely. I think the one thing we've heard echoed again and again is no one is above the law. Were you hearing that today as well?
And that's exactly it. If it was any other person, would you charge them? Would you bring the case? Would you go through the legal process? What would be the chances of convicting? And all of those considerations. And if that is the process that they've gone through, and I'm sure there'll be lots of scrutiny about how this grand jury process played out and every step of the case. But no one is above the law.
Yeah,
watching this closely. Thank you very much, Melissa.